So we're going to talk about some things today, as we usually do. First topic is Michael Rainey Jr. appears to be groped by sister of streamer in shocking clip. Played right here.
An important reminder tonight, men can also be victims of sexual assault, in case you didn't know. An actor says he's still processing what happened to him after a woman grabbed him inappropriately on a live stream. This happened Sunday on a Twitch live stream for an influencer named Ty Jones. Actor Michael Rainey Jr., who is from Power, can be seen in the background when a woman who has been identified as James' sister walks up to him and appears to grab him by the private area. You can see it on Rainey's face. He looked very uncomfortable by the encounter. Today, he released a statement saying he's in shock and that, quote, sexual assault is never okay regardless of gender or status. We're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should respect ourselves.
If you've seen the footage that we just posted, clearly we can see that Michael Rainey Jr. was groped and touched inappropriately by Ty's sister. It's kind of very uncomfortable to watch as well as triggering to watch. I think that him being dismissive of it in the way that he, based upon the response, you do have to hold your sister accountable. You do have to talk about it because it happened in your platform, in your space. And I don't know if any other celebrity would probably feel comfortable entering that space. That's why not everyone could hang with you. This is a perfect example of why it's important to separate and make spaces professional and to have professional conduct and standards of what a working professional space is and a personal space is. This should not happen in a personal or professional space. Let's get that clear. Abuse is not okay in any setting. Nobody wants to be touched inappropriately and should be touched inappropriately. That's just a no-go. So the fact that he is in a blurred space and something like this happens, well, that's where it happens. It always happens in blurred spaces. And that's what he needs to learn. And hopefully this is a teachable moment for everyone else. There needs to be clear boundaries in relation to his professional life and his personal life. And moving forward, like I said earlier, I think he definitely needs to check his sister. Like, why would you think that is okay? That's unacceptable. If a man was to do that to her on camera, he'd be locked up in jail. He'd be called R. Kelly, he'd be Diddy'd, he'd be all of the things. And so we have to take these situations as equal as it would be done so upon women or men. And I think traditionally when it comes to men, men have been experiencing situations like this, and I personally have been in situations like this where you are inappropriately touched, and then you also are bounded by the idea that's been perpetuated in the media or in society that men are sexually just desiring interactions and experiences with the opposite sex constantly and are hyper aroused and hypersexual, and so any advances that are offered to them in a sexual way should be wanted or is wanted. But the situation in the case is we are all humans. Not everyone wants to have sex all the day long, and not everyone wants to be propositioned all the day long. And also not everyone wants to be propositioned by people they're not interested in or are seeking that type of relationship with. And I think that it's unfortunate that we're in this crossroads in this space where somebody's standing up for themselves and expressing themselves. If Michael Rainey Jr. would do it, or any other male would do this, or any person in abuse, they would be attacked for that, when clearly in this particular setting, it's on camera. We all saw it. Like, he seems uncomfortable. And of course, when he left after that. Why would you stay? Why would you stay? I think that also exposes a level of toxic masculinity and also ideas and views of what we're trying to move away from, of that when you are assaulted and you are uncomfortable, you should leave. The best response when somebody infiltrates your personal space is to remove yourself from that space. And that's what he did, so I commend him for doing that. And it's one of those things, again, where people think that it's just okay, or we can just do whatever we want to do. No, that's not going on here. There's new rules being created, and hopefully this situation will be a teachable moment for everyone involved. And hopefully Michael Rainey is okay and is. I know that people be like, well, he's a man, and you know, it's whatever, somebody, another female grabbing, it's still abuse, it's still uncomfortable, it's still embarrassing on camera. And it's kind of shocking. I would feel really uncomfortable all the way around everyone involved in the situation, especially Ty, because that's your house, that's your space. This is your family, this is your people. And so knowing that your sister is abusive and knowing that you would allow and accept that within your space, why would another celebrity or anybody else want to go to your space? And now that it's on camera, it's always going to be a conversation. Before somebody does enter your space, they're going to be questioning, is this a safe space? Can I enter this space? Will I be harmed? Will somebody else around me that I'm bringing to space be harmed? And this is something that as a content creator, you have to take in consideration. And these are the things, again, with this live streaming culture and the infinite celebrity that people are just, instant celebrity that people are getting, just starting a stream in the room without developing all of the, let's say, the awareness that would come from being being put in a more structured situation. Like, I think any network would definitely have grounds and laws and conduct and information that could be offered in order to make sure everyone feels safe. And I feel that Tata is going to have to go through that, and he's going to have to figure that out, because yeah, it was crazy what I saw, what everyone saw. It was ridiculous. I think, again, abuse is not acceptable, whether it be coming from a woman to man, man to woman, man to man, woman to woman, whatever the situation is. It's not acceptable. And for that to happen to him when he's coming to support your platform, and hopefully, again, people can use this as an opportunity to see why it's important to have boundaries, why it's important to have clear contracts. So it's unfortunate, but we do have to be clear about the boundaries and clear about how we interact in these spaces. And that's all I got to say about that.